Hey everyone, it's Pup Twigs here from Orlando, Florida, and joining me all the way from Anchorage, Alaska is Pup Garaf. How are you?
Good.
Awesome, awesome. Glad to hear it. So we'll get right into digging into the questions. The first one I always ask is asking about the pup's name and the origin of it or how you might have gotten it, and also about your puphood if there's a significance to the colors that you choose. So I'll turn it over
So,
to you.
yep. So my name, I'm a big nerd. Um, I am fluent in the written form of Elvish, so that's where my name came from. It is a Sindarin direct translation of wolf.
Okay. That is really
Uh,
cool.
yeah. And then the muzzle color, that's just because blue looks good on me. Um, and it works well with most of I wear a lot of black, so little pop of color.
It goes with it just perfectly. So
Yeah.
now remind me again, how long have you been a pup?
So it was start of the pandemic, so almost 4 years now.
Almost okay. So in that time frame of those 4 years, what have you seen, or for you, what has been the easiest part of being a pup, and then what has been the most difficult part?
Easiest part is definitely making friends. It's a lot easier to get out of your comfort zone when you have the almost anonymity
Uh-huh.
of being a pup. Um, with the human face, like there's the almost risk of being judged and being found by somebody that you know,
Yes.
where when you're wearing the hood or the muzzle, it's almost like a disconnect. You can be more your true self and not have that fear.
Yes, I agree.
Um, hardest part would probably say the stigma. There's a lot of hatred for pups online.
Hmm. Okay.
Same with furries.
Yeah, okay. I get you on that one. So so if there's one thing that you could change about our community, what do you think you would want to change?
Create more outreach so that people understand what it's about and the mental health benefits of it.
Okay.
The that it's not just a sexual thing. That
Yeah.
it's a persona to get you out of your own headspace, out of your own anxiety.
Okay. All right. Yeah, I get you. So if there's someone maybe viewing this that is looking into the pup community but hasn't taken that jump yet, what advice would you give them?
Relax, get out of your own head. Um, read some books. There's lots of literature
Yeah.
on the pup community and kink community in general.
Hmm.
Um, and a lot of it is free out there.
Yeah.
And there's a lot of great podcasts, a lot of great YouTube channels that can kind of get you an idea of what the headspace is and where to get going.
Okay. So it's kind of just do your research and stuff before
Yeah.
you jump into it. So okay, then that's good advice. What brings you the most joy though out of pup play?
Letting go of the worries of the day. I work retail, so there's stress of customers and stupid questions. And then when I can go out, put my hood on, have a few drinks with some friends
Hmm.
and dance and make a fool of myself makes it so going to work the next week is a little less stressful.
I, it's a way to turn the adult off for a little bit, isn't it?
Yep.
And I know what you mean about retail because I worked in it for 40 years. So I get you on that piece of it. So what about play toys? Do you have a favorite that you like?
I don't have any other than the naughty toys.
Well, yeah.
Uh,
And that those are okay, but we probably can't show those here.
uh, those would be on my Twitter and Instagram and all that. I don't really have like I chew on plastic a lot.
Okay, yeah. Well, I know
I'm
some pups have the squeaky toys that they like, and me, other than I have a sidekick here that someone made for me, it's a little rubber ducky that they put a harness and a puppy mask on. That's really it for me. I'm not big into the play toys, but if you are, more power to you.
I'm a little bit of a destructive pup. I will chew on stuff that shouldn't be chewed on.
So, so kind of switching gears a little bit, what has being a pup and being able to get into the pup headspace done for your mental health?
It's given me an outlet. Um, I have pretty bad anxiety, so like during the day I can't. There's no real good release where going into the pup headspace and the pup play, I can just relax. It's there's no need to worry about tomorrow. There's no worry need to worry about 10 minutes from now. It's I'm here, I'm alive.
Hmm.
I'm going to play with this other pup or I'm going to chew on this or I'm going to snuggle up in my bed and pass out.
Yeah. Every time I ask that question, it gets the same answer that has just been so good for their mental health. It's not a cure for it, but at least it gives you a way
Yeah.
to escape and get away from it for a little while.
Yeah.
And that's the good thing.
Disassociate.
That's right. That's right. So, is there anything you wish you had known before you actually got into the community and pup play?
Mm, how welcoming and understanding most pups are.
Okay.
I don't think I've found a single pup that is overly judgmental about any other pup.
Yeah. And I find, I mean, there's going to still be a
Yeah,
little bit of it out there, but for the most
yeah,
part, it's a very welcoming community, and
yeah.
that's what makes it so
Like,
fun, nice.
like in the gay community in general, there's the outside belief that the gay community is super welcoming and everybody has a spot, but when you get into some of the queer spaces, there is some judgment.
Yes.
Um, there's a lot of stigma, like the the mainstream gays versus the kink gays. The kink the kink group is yeah, whatever, let's have some fun. But the mainstream, the circuit gays,
Hmm.
there's a lot of stigma in there. We have two bars here in Anchorage, Myrna's and the Raven. I call Myrna's the zoo because it's where the white women go to find gay culture.
Oh, oh my gosh. Oh,
Um, it's fun, but it's very clicky.
yeah.
Where the pup community, you don't really see that. You at least up here, there's couple dozen of us, and we all know each other, and like we're not all friends, but we can all have conversations together.
You all still get to get along, you talk, do your
Yeah.
pup thing, and then you move on. So yeah, I hear you on that. So I know you're in the midst of wintertime where you are, but what kind of hobbies do you have there in Anchorage? What do you like to get out and do?
Bike riding a lot during the summer. Um, Swimming, art. I make uh mostly art that you see behind me.
Oh yeah, I see it.
Why is it? I was trying to zoom into my face, but yeah, I do a lot of art, and then I also make
Oh,
soda tap bracelets.
oh my, oh, are you kidding me? That is really cool. Wow. So, what about pets? Do you have any animals of your own?
I had a dog. She just recently passed away this past year.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Uh, Absolutely loved her. Not at the moment. I've got a small studio apartment, and I have trouble feeding myself at
Oh,
times.
well,
Forget to eat. So,
well, all right, as long as that happens. But I got to go back to a previous answer you gave. You said you like to swim.
yep.
Does the water get warm enough in Anchorage in the summertime for you to do that, or is it indoors or heated?
Um, Mostly indoors, but there is a couple spots that you can do outdoor swimming. Um, you just got to be careful. There's a lot of goose poop in the water,
Oh yeah, yeah.
so you definitely have to shower off afterwards.
Oh, of course, of course. So,
But you can also do like Kenai Lake. We would do the polar bear plunge, um, which that lake gets just above freezing year round.
Ooh. Well,
So it's
it's been years, but when I was in Anchorage, I was there in, I believe it was in August, and I took the seaplane that flew around. I believe it was, is it Mount Denali?
uh, Denali, not
Denali. I
just
took the
Denali.
plane that went around it and then landed in a lake at the foot of it and fed you lunch, and then you took off and flew back to Anchorage. That was awesome.
Yeah,
But I do have to say, you guys have mighty big mosquitoes.
they are tenacious.
Yes, they are. So what about events there in Anchorage? What kind of events do you guys have going on for pups?
So there's only really the we have the one bar that is um kink related, which is the Raven.
Okay.
Um, so they do first Friday of the month they do leather night, and then they do an underwear party the third Saturday of the month, um, which is where all of us pups go, and we it's not a pup event, but we're there.
Hey, as long, you show up and celebrate anyway. So,
Yeah. Every once in a while, they do at least once a year they do a pup underwear night, and then they do a kink underwear night as well.
oh, nice. Okay, good.
Yeah.
Well, that would
So
definitely be fun. So,
yeah.
so if you could ask my next guest that I have on here a specific question about pup play or about themselves as a pup, what would you want to ask them?
That is a good question. I saw that question. It's difficult to think of. I would say, what is your favorite pup literature
Ooh,
that you've come across recently?
okay. All right. That'll be a good one. And your question came from Pup Sniffy right here out of Orlando. I did his interview earlier today, and he wanted to know what were some of your early mistakes that you made getting into the pup community?
I would have to say being nervous about getting out there.
Okay.
That, like, I knew the Raven was the spot to go to meet pups, and it, like, I didn't really get into pup play until the pandemic hit, but I knew about pups beforehand.
Hmm.
But I didn't even think of like going to that bar. I was comfortable and set in my ways.
Okay. All right. Well, now I give you a chance. I'm assuming most of the pups that we interview and pups that I've met in person love making new pup friends.
Yep.
And if a pup saw this and wanted to reach out to you, how might they, what social media would you like to share where they could reach you?
Well, I've got just about all the social medias. My Instagram has all of them linked. So it's Gay Alaskan Pup, or if you search up Garaf on most of the um, Twitter, Instagram, Telegram, you should be able to find me pretty easily.
Okay. All right. All right. Good. Well, that'll help and everything. Well,
Yeah.
it has been awesome getting to talk to you a second time and
Yep.
everything. Any last words that you would like to say?
Nope.
All right. Well, hey man, I enjoy getting to talk to pups and you'll be my first Alaskan pup that I got to visit and have on the podcast. So you will always be a first.
Yep.
Well, hey, listen, it's been great talking to you, and I know I'll talk to you again soon.